I just like saying it. It's a weird word. Kombucha. It tastes nasty, but it's good for you. Hi, Scoby's here. Whoop, whoop. It's time to make some kombucha. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, I am going to talk about kombucha. I just recently learned about it. A lot of times you'll see them in the store, and I'm going to be honest, it tastes nasty. Lunch is almost done. It tastes nasty, but it has got lots of good health benefits for you. So you guys are going to come along with me as I attempt to make my own homemade version of this. Okay, so some of the health benefits of kombucha is it helps build your immunity. It is fermented, so any kind of fermented food or anything like that is going to help with your gut bacteria, which is the basis of building your immune system. I've also read that it helps with lung health, which might interest some people with, COVID and the flu going on. Also heart. It helps with diabetes. There's just so many good benefits to kombucha that I can tolerate the nasty taste of it. You need to start out with maybe 4 to 8 ounces every day, every other day, because it can upset your stomach if you're not used to it. But, just start out slowly, use some common sense, and do some research. Before you do anything that's like you're trying to heal yourself, disclaimer, even though I am all about healing myself and doing research and finding what's going to build my immune system that my body's naturally going to heal. But you do need to probably talk it over with your doctor, and you can't just take kombucha and be like, oh, I have diabetes and I'm just going to drink kombucha and I'll be fabulous. You can't really do that. You do have to have a Scoby, which is, what does Scoby stand for? Symbiotic we might have to edit. What is it? Culture. That's what it is. Good Lord. Symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. It is good bacteria and yeast, and it's alive. I mean, that's what it basically ferments the tea that you're making. But you have to have a Scoby, and you have to have some of the starter tea, which I ordered it off of Amazon for I want to say $12, which we can link that down below. So let's see what we got. And it kind of looks disgusting. I'm going to be honest with you. This is from Joshua Tree Kombucha. I'm excited and totally grossed out at the same time. I shouldn't be grossed out. Many of you people that are like, oh, kombucha, oh, I love it. But, yeah, look at that. Is that not kind of gross? It looks kind of gross. It's like a patty of snot. It looks like a giant patty of snot. That's what it does. Yeah. Anyway, it's not that. So I made my tea last night, my starter of tea. I'm using black tea. You can use green tea. I don't like green tea, even though I know it's health benefits. So I'm going with the black tea. I did 2 cups of water and 6 bags of black tea. You bring that to a boil, turn it off, and then let your tea bag seep. And then add a cup of cane sugar. It has to be the cane sugar. I'm not sure why, but it does. So we're going to take this. This is like easy peasy if it turns out, and I will let you know if it turns out or not. But it seems very simple, not difficult at all. I let this sit overnight. It needs to be room temperature because if you, just like if you guys have ever made homemade bread, the yeast is alive. So if your water that you're mixing in with your yeast, if it's too hot, you're going to kill your yeast. So it's the same thing with this. If it's too hot, you're going to kill your Scoby and you're going to have to start all over. So doing that, and then you've got 14 cups of water. I've heard mixed things. I've heard mixed things where you need to use filtered water, you need to use spring water, you need to blah, blah, blah. But I've also just seen people just using tap water. I just put in tap water. So we're going to see how this works. Obviously, if it doesn't work, then we'll have to try something else. Okay, so now that that is in there and good to go, isn't that beautiful? Look here, come here, Emma. Come say hi to everybody.
What is it?
It's what they call a Scoby. It's basically a patty of good bacteria and yeast. And it will multiply. Like, I put this in here. And I probably won't put the Scoby in right away, but I'll put the liquid in, I'll stir it around, then I'll add the Scoby. And it actually will create more Scobies. It looks like a snot patty, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. But it will actually multiply, and you can have your own little Scoby, what they call a Scoby hotel. So you would have another one of these that you house all your extra Scobies in. And, you know, if your friends end up being weird like you, then you can share the Scobies and let them start their own batch. And I know a few people who like kombucha, so I kind of think I might have a couple weird friends that will actually do this. We're just going to cut that open. Add the tea. Now, you are not supposed to touch the Scoby with your bare hands. So you want to use tongs just because you don't want to contaminate it at all. Stir that around. Open this up a little more. And voila. You can see kind of, I don't know if you can see that or not in the video, there is a little bit of like, I don't know, it kind of looks like snot floating around in the tea right there. Emma just said she doesn't want to drink it anymore. But you're supposed to leave this alone for 7 all the way up to, I've heard, 21 days. A lot of people, if you like your kombucha sweeter, then you usually will strain it at 7 days. You're going to want to put cheesecloth or a coffee filter over top of it and rubber band it. And then you don't touch it. You don't stir it. You don't do anything with it. You keep it out on the counter and put it in kind of a dark corner. And then you start testing it at 7 days to see if it is fermented. So we will see you in 7 days, and I'll let you know how it goes. I want to do a shout out because I've watched several YouTube videos about how to make it and the benefits and stuff. So Whispering Willow Farms was a good introduction, and then also the YouTube channel Brew Kombucha is another one. So check those out and subscribe our page. Thanks everybody.